What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, bringing you guys our week 11, week 11. I had to double check the weeks for a second. The second to last week in APA, your Detroit Steelwings are going up against Coach Panther and the Carolina Clefables. We'll talk about this match in a second. If you guys are excited, show some love with that like button down below. Of course, if you're new, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. Plenty of competitive Pokemon content going on over here. This matchup, I'm not looking forward to. This is such a hard matchup on paper. And I hate that I care about it. Like, this is gonna sound really bad. So, like, after, like, our little losing streak that we had between the APA and other leagues collectively, I was just like, you know what, let's have fun with it. Let's not be emotionally attached to this anymore. But then after beating Kyle and then beating Dan last week, spoilers, you guys didn't check those out, on a little bit of a 2-win streak right now in the APA. Apparently, if we beat Panther, we can make playoffs. And I wish that wasn't brought up to me, but I'm like, all right, cool, guess I gotta beat Panther now. So I really am emotionally invested in this matchup, and I really don't want to be, because it's so difficult on paper. If you guys see a better matchup, if you guys see better six than what I'm bringing above me, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm gonna be honest, I've told the people who help me team build, I'm like, listen, this is the team I'm running with. I'm not being, like, I've stressed about this matchup so much. It's absolutely insane. Let's talk about his team. You guys see it right above my head right here. He has the Mew base 100s across the board with the synchronized ability, can literally do anything, he has the, I anticipate maybe defensive with things like Will-O-Wisp for threats like Excadrill, for threats like Mega Tyranitar, knockoff for removing items that could otherwise help my team out offensively against his. I also could anticipate, you know, like a Calm Mind 3 attack Mew, you know, fighting coverage, psychic, and like ice or something like that, something crazy. He has Clefable, which is always so hard to go up against with Magic Guard and Unaware. Two incredible abilities that really do hinder my team. You know, if he's got Magic Guard, we can find that out. We can hopefully set up and toss a hit off. If he's Unaware, we can't set up and toss a hit off, but between sand damage and being able to cripple it in other ways, we can kind of hit that thing pretty hard with our Excadrill and things like that. So he's got the Ferrothorn, very bulky Pokemon, Steel and Grass type. It's got that 4 times weakness to fire and the 2 times to fighting, thankfully. Can set hazards, can lead seed, can thunder wave, can power whip, can gyro ball, can knock off, does just annoying things in general. So first 3 Pokemon, very annoying. 4th Pokemon, Nidoqueen. We've got answers for Nidoqueen. We've gone up against we went up against Nidoking last week, and that kind of was the downfall. That's not the case this week with Nidoqueen, just because of the team that he's got, man. Nidoqueen is very bulky, poison ground type Pokemon, can set rocks, can set toxic spikes, can be Life Orb Sheer Force, can be Black Sludge Sheer Force. I mean, Sheer Force is just a great ability to have on there. The monster that literally runs through my team, Mega Aerodactyl. If I have 2 answers for that ish, and if they go down, then it's just the whole game. But Mega Aero is so stupid good in this matchup. The back-to-back Pokemon on his team that are right there on the first slot, man. Mega Aerodactyl with 150 base speed. He literally can run Adamant. It's so bulky and still outspeed everything on my team. It's absolutely disgusting. And if I have a rock resist, it's not a flying resist. And if I have a flying resist, it's not a rock resist. And if I have a Mega Tyranitar, he has Aqua Tail and Rock Smash. So, so broken good, man. 135 base tag, 150 base speed, tough claws ability, boosting the physical contact moves. It's absolutely wild. Kyurem, oh my god. So forget the Mega Aerodactyl gone, then all we have to worry about is the Kyurem, and the Kyurem hurts like hell. 130 attack and special attack, 95 base speed, hits really hard with things like Earth Power, Draco Meteor, Ice Beam, Flash Cannon. It can run mixed, man. It's just an absolute nightmare. Blastoise, of course, so if I had a good offense for it, he's got Ferrothorn, Mew, and Blastoise right here that just kind of sit all together very nicely, and it's really hard to take down. I mean, it's so physically bulky, and especially too, 105 special defense, 100 base defense. Great spinner, has reliable cleric ability, self-cleric abilities with Refresh. Toss off Toxics, Roars, Scalds, probably is carrying Aura Sphere for like Tyranitar and stuff. Virizion, if Virizion doesn't show up, man, that's crazy. Fast grass fighting type, which just single-handedly demolishes my steel or my sand core. Can set up with either Swords Dances or Calm Minds, Close Combat, Leaf Blade, all that good stuff. Salazzle, I don't think Salazzle's coming. I say that now, I don't think Salazzle's coming, but fast poison fire type Pokemon, we just went up against one of those, or are going up against one of those, depending on when this video goes up in comparison in the GBA. Linoon, again, we just planned for one of those. Linoon did not come, but it is still very scary if it does get up a belly drum. So, and then he also has the Stunfisk, which is just a bulky Pokemon that can get up rocks and discharge and Thunder Wave and toxic things. So, some things to note on his team, and I know that was like a really lackluster way of breaking down his team, but His threats are there, and his defensive mons just absorb hits. I'll put it that way. Stealth Rockers. Out of the 11 mons he has 6 Stealth Rockers. Mew, Clefable, Ferrothorn, Nidoqueen, Aerodactyl, and Stunfisk. A Spiker in the form of Ferrothorn, and a T-Spiker. 2 T-Spikers in the form of Salazzle and Nidoqueen. Rapid Spinner is Blastoise. He has 2 Defoggers in the form of Mew and Aerodactyl, and he has a Heal Bell user in the form of Mew. So those are just some things to note about his team. Frankly, like I said, it's just so difficult in this matchup. It's just very, very hard. I'll talk about our team. We have to play pretty much hyper offense. I wanted to be a little bit more conservative, but if I'm going to break through Mega Arrow, Kyurem, and Virizion, I really need to just play as offensively as I can. I constantly need to be ahead of turn in this game, and if I'm not, it's the whole game right there. So, leading off here, we have Serrated the Excadrill, Life Orb, Sandrush, Excadrill, Adamant's Excadrill, SD, Earthquake, Iron Head, and Substitute. 4 in HP, 252 max attack, 252 speed with an Adamant nature. We outspeed Timid. We speed tie Timid Nidoqueen outside of Sand. We outspeed the entire team, including Scarf Salazzle inside Sand, if it does show up. Once we get up to +2, things just kind of drop. If he's unaware Clefable with Babiri, it was brought to my attention that I really have nothing for unaware Clefable, and I don't think unaware Clefable's coming. And if it shows up, namaste. You know, if it shows up, cool. That's the game. Good job, Panther. But, you know, Swords Dance, Life Orb Iron Head still, even from an unaware Clefable, even if it has Babiri Berry, I should be able to do some damage too. Ferrothorn doesn't even want to take a +2 Life Orb Earthquake from this thing. Substitute is cool because, so say he like goes Blastoise on the predicted Swords Dance. I can either fire off 2 Earthquakes in hopes that it knocks him out. I can set up an SD and then go for Earthquake because he'll have to attack me or roar me out or something in order to break that Substitute. Originally I was anticipating I wanted to run like a Spadef Toxic Excadrill, but like I said, this really needs... I need to put as much pressure on him as possible, and that's what Excadrill does. Next up here, setting up the Sand Forest this week, we have Hello the Mega Tyranitar. She has the Unnerve ability before Mega Evolution. Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, Fire Punch, and Earthquake. I'm actually going to change this to Fire Blast, and I'm going to make this Relax Nature. And I'm also going to rock that 76 in Spadef. That'll help. That'll help us take hits from Kyurem. So, what is this doing for us? Stealth Rocks are very nice. They are 25% chip on Arrow and Kyurem and Salazzle. Stone Edge, Okos. So he, like I said, he can get away with not running Jolly Arrow. My Sand gives him a special defense boost, so he can just put all that in HP, really. Stone Edge from this set does, let me just double check this really quick before I will do some live edits on the team if need be. But I'm almost positive this Mega Tyranitar against Aerodactyl. I believe he needs, if I just, no, that's regular Aerodactyl. I believe he can run up to 188 in HP, I believe, and still run enough speed Adamant to knock us out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so Stone Edge still OHKOs this thing without the attack investment. Our defensive investment allows us to take, I believe it's a 3-hit KO from Aqua Tail. Yes, Aqua Tail is a 3-hit KO on us. That is the hardest way he can hit us unless he goes for Rock Smash, Defense Drop, then into Aqua Tail. Then that's a little bit scary. Let me just count that actually. So Rock Smash, if he does bring it, does 38 to 46, and then the -1 in defense. Yeah, so if he goes Rock Smash into Aqua Tail, that does knock us out, but we are 3-hit KO'd by Aqua Tail from Adamant Mega Arrow, which is nice. Stone Edge does knock him out. Stone Edge does damage to, obviously, Clefable and Mew, which I expect to be a little bit more defensive. Fire Blast is there for the Ferrothorn. We can catch that thing on a little bit of a switch. If he's, like, a little bit more specially defensive, Fire Blast still 2-hit KOs from this range, and the special defense will help us take hits from Kyurem just a little bit better. We can go on ahead and calc that right now as well, just because, like a Specs Kyurem set, like, Specs Kyurem, Draco does 51. How much is... Yeah, Draco is the hardest way he can hit me, and Stone Edge does have a chance to kill. So putting that extra oomph in special defense in the Sand is definitely going to help us out for sure. Earthquake hits the Nidoqueen, Earthquake hits the Salazzle, Earthquake hits the Stunfisk. Not to say Stone Edge doesn't, but just naming off the things that it does hurt. In fact, you know what? Do I have flying coverage? I have Aerial Ace. Can I run Aerial Ace? Am I man enough to run Aerial Ace on this Tyranitar for that Virizion? Let me just check that really quick. How manly am I feeling if he thinks I'm gonna switch out
with this. Aerial Ace actually knocks it out. What does Earthquake do? I'm not man enough. I'm not man enough to run Aerial Ace on my Tyranitar, man. I'm not, because here's what I see him doing is if he goes for like SD, I've got Scarf Lottie in the back that I switch in on the SD and I click Psyshock. So, and we'll talk about that when we get there. So that's Tyranitar. Hopefully Hella's pulling in hella amount of work. Haha. Next up here, we have Galvantula. Archeop is coming this week. She is Choice Scarf with Compound Eyes, Volt Switch, Thunder, Bug Buzz, HP Fire, 76 in HP, 4 in defense, 252 max special attack, 4 in special defense, and 168. Actually, we can drop that down really quickly because of the EVs. And we can rock 20 in defense. There we go. That helps us out a little bit. With maybe something, I hope. No, because it still doesn't take a Stone Edge from Aerodactyl. But we can dodge a Stone Edge, that's for sure, my nimble little spider. So we're Scarfed Outpace Mega Aerodactyl, not Scarf Salazzle, so that was extra Drone the Sand. We're set to outpace Mega Aerodactyl with this, and we can still run Modest, which is really cool. Volt Switch for Momentum. His only answer is Nidoqueen. I don't know if Nidoqueen will come. If Nidoqueen doesn't come, we freely click Volt Switch and Thunder every time. If he does bring the Nidoqueen, we have to worry about that another way. The only reason I don't know if Nidoqueen comes is because I've got Excadrill. Like, I've got, like, a set-up Excadrill, and I've got a Lottie, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If he does bring it, cool. If he doesn't, oh well. Thunder hits really hard. Thunder, just because I wanted to go Compound Eyes Thunder because Mega Arrow. We do Oko after Rocks, but because of the Spadef boost he gets and the bulk I anticipate him to bring, it will not Oko. But this is set to, like I said, he doesn't need to run max speed, but this speed outpaces max speed Jolly. He won't need to, but that's what this does. HP Fire hits the Ferrothorn, obviously, and HP Fire also hits the Virizion. Bug Buzz also does that, but just, like I said, naming off the moves that this thing does hit. HP Fire will help with the Ferrothorn. In fact, we can go on ahead and calculate damage really quick, just so you know, and just so I know here. Galvantula Archeop against Ferrothorn, not Ferroseed, Ferrothorn. That does 2,400%. HP Fire is 12.9% chance to hit KO. We've got a better chance if we can get rocks up, and that's assuming, like I said, if he has max special defense. If he's not, if he's just like a defensive set, then HP Fire does 2 hit KO, which will be very, very nice for that thing. So yeah, that's our Galvantula right here. Like I said, we are bringing dual Scarfers this week. Scarf Latios as well. It's unfortunate that our dual Scarfers were very fast because Mega Arrow is so fast. Draco, Psyshock, HP Fire, and Trick, 12 in defense, 248 special attack, 248 in speed with a timid nature, lets us outspeed Scarf Virizion, also the entirety of his team. So Draco hits everything that's not a Clefable or a Ferrothorn. Psyshock helps with things like the Nidoqueen and the Salazzle and the Virizion as well. HP Fire obviously for the Ferrothorn. HP Fire also obviously hits the Virizion. Trick, if he's unaware Clefable, I don't want him sitting in and like clicking Toxic, Wish, Protect, Moonblast. I don't want him doing that, so I'll be able to trick him a Scarf. Hopefully grab his leftovers for a little bit of recovery. And then if I find out something's offensive, I'm gonna take their offensive item and trick them some leftovers and cripple their firepower, hopefully a little bit. So that's just the plan right there. Like I said, Draco hurts a lot of things, Psyshock hits a lot of things, HP Fire hits a lot of things. I definitely see Mew get Aerodactyl. Mew is coming 100%. Mew has come to 10 out of 10 games so far. So is Mega Arrow. Virizion Blast, Mew, Arrow, Kyurem, Virizion, Blastoise. I want to say Ferrothorn. I want to hope the Clefable doesn't come, but that's my 6 that I would, looking at his team, that I would bring. Maybe not Ferrothorn. Maybe a core of Blastoise. Maybe a core of Blastoise and, gosh diggity darn, he might bring Stunfisk just because, like, if like my offense to hit those is Roserade, Mega Arrow and Kyurem just kind of check that. So that's my 6 that I anticipate. This one, these last 2 are really kind of a stretch. It's such a hard time team building. This is probably the 4th or 5th iteration of the team, to be honest. Long Legs, the Hitmonlee is coming. Life Orb, Reckless, Mach Punch, High Jump Kick, Knockoff, and Earthquake. 28 in HP, 252 max attack, 4 in defense, 52 speed, 172 or 52 in special defense. Excuse me, 172 in speed with an adamant nature. 28 in HP, we don't need that much bulk, and this makes it so we only take 12 damage every time Life Orb hits. We need the attack output, we need adamant for the damage output on his Mons if he feels like something is safe switching in. We pretty much 2-hit KO it with High Jump Kick. 52 in special defense just kind of helps take us, you know, boosting that natural special defense that we have of 110. 172 in speed allows us to outspeed Modest Nidoqueen if he is. If he's faster than us, he's timid. So that's how that works. Mach Punch is good priority to have against his team. Fighting Stab is good against Ferrothorn. Fighting Stab is neutral against Mega Arrow, but it still doesn't appreciate a High Jump Kick. I was debating Bullet Punch, but I like Mach Punch just a little bit more overall against things like Kyurem.
And the Linoon as well, in case Linoon gets out of hand. If I can take an extreme speed, if he does decide to go that route. Earthquake hits the Nidoqueen. Earthquake hits Stunfisk. Earthquake hits Salazzle as well. Knockoff is really nice for the utility as well. If he decides to hard Mew on this thing, we can click Knockoff. Probably remove a Colberberry, I'd imagine. But the damage output is just absolutely insane with Life Orb, Reckless, High Jump Kick. We just kind of click that every time and hope he doesn't have Protect on any of his Mons. So last but not least here, we have Cabaret the Aromatisse. Cabaret is here with the leftovers: Calm Mind, Wish, Protect, and Moonblast. Damn near max HP, max defense, 12 in special defense with a bold nature. If we can bring this thing in on something like a Virizion and click Calm Mind on the switch, hopefully we can take hits a little bit better. We can Protect to kind of scout and see what he's got. You know, things like Mew and Kyurem are his Z captains. I don't think Z Kyurem comes this week. I think if anything it's Z Mew. But I could be wrong. We can Wish Pass into Mega Tyranitar. We can Wish Pass into Galvantula and Extra Wish Pass into anything that we want to if we have the opportunity to. Moonblast hits everything that's not a Nidoqueen or a Ferrothorn. And like I said, Wish Protect leftovers is really, really cool. We can't be taunted by any of his faster Mons because of the Aroma availability as well. So that is my team for this week. It's very, like I said, this matchup is so incredibly bad. And honestly, if you guys think you could build a better team for this, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. That's not me being like, if you guys can do better. If you guys can literally build a better team, share some insight, please, in the comment section. I would thrive off of that because that would help me. Because looking at this right now, I'm like, how do I do this? So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Go check out Panther's channel so you guys can see his side of the team builder and the battle as well. All that being said, I'll remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Later.